And we're live. Mayo and Chicken Parenting Podcast. It's a smoke show in here. Should we do a shot? We should do some explaining on this podcast. We are trying to take a break. We're in quarantine, but people wanted some content that took their mind away from this whole quarantine corona situation.
Being locked up in their house.
Yeah, so we decided to do a straight podcast, parenting themed. We're giving parenting advice on all situations. We collected a bunch of questions, and it's two guys that have no experience raising kids. We have borderline drug addictions.
2 kids on some gal back though. Just know that.
We're gonna give some parenting advice. Cheers.
Yeah,
let's get right into it. I got the fucking all written out over here.
Kaboot.
Woo! Tradition lives on. All right, let's get right to it. Right fucking to it. What's your biggest fear of parenting? Mine is that my kid ends up fucking probably becoming like a psycho, like a murderer or someone that's just like a known like piece of shit.
At least he's infamous though.
So you wouldn't mind that?
We're here to be.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't mind it, but I wouldn't mind it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's not ideal, but at least my kid like goes down in history as like a murderer.
So what's your biggest fear for as a parent?
My kid not knowing what gender he is.
I knew you were going there
right
away.
Of that, but
that's your biggest fear, being a Dwayne Wade son?
Yes. That is literally my biggest fear.
That is not surprising. And that's a good way to start her off. All right, let's get right to it. All right. What do you do when you find out your kid is sexually active?
This is obviously gender respective. I know people are always like, oh no, like boys should be raised the same way as girls. No, they're completely different.
Yeah, like if your son...
Men and women are different. If my son's crushing it, I'm like, okay, proud of you, kid.
But if your son's a Batiman, you're probably pretty pissed off.
Even if my kid's a homo, I'll be like, clap those cheeks, bro. As long as you're racking up that kill count, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is. But
with a daughter,
with a daughter, I obviously want her to be a bit more like restrictive. But then again, if I have a lesbian daughter, I'm like, yeah, like you fuck those girls with your plastic dick. You do that.
Yeah, you scissor the fuck out of them. You lick that box.
Exactly. You give them everything they want.
I think mine is, I don't care if my kids are sexually active. I just hope it's not in the term of like a sexual assault when they're really young.
I just want them to be safe.
I would care on that end. If it's a...
I don't want my kid to be raped or some shit, of course. But like I'm just saying, like I'd rather my kid be healthy, have consensual sex, and...
So you walk in on... I want the respect. Like, if you're going to do it under my roof, don't be... fucking doing it in the somewhere where I might walk in.
My daughter can't do it under my roof. My son can, but my daughter can't. You better take that fucking dick game on the road because you're not doing it here. There's no way I'm hearing my fucking daughter getting crammed in my crib. I'm sorry, I can't live like that. Call me sexist all you want to. Call me misogynistic all you want to. The only orgasm I want to hear in my house is my wife's. Speaking
of orgasm and kissing, this question leads into this next weird question.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who gave you this question, but. Should perverts? It should be perverts. Should parents kiss kids on the lips? If so, when should they stop?
Okay.
This question is straight up. Shout out Tom Brady, the GOAT. This one's for you.
Interesting DMs about this. One person was telling me
it's not okay to kiss your kids on the lips.
It is to an extent, but
it's still weird at a young age.
When they're toddlers, yeah. When they're like 1 or 2, okay. But after that, it's like it's a write-off. Because like I was saying, like. No. I got a message from this one person telling me their ex-boyfriend used to like cuddle his mom into his 20s and like play with her hair and like stroke her back.
He's fucking his mom.
I think that's weird as hell. I think
he's actually fucking his mom.
We're on to like what is that shit called?
Well, they're kissing.
That Pornhub shit.
Do they open mouth kiss, you think?
Well, it doesn't matter. I can't say it doesn't matter because open mouth kiss obviously worse, but just kissing your parents in the mouth is very weird in general, especially as an adult. Especially after the fact where like you're sexually active.
I'm not about it. Yeah, I'm not about it whatsoever.
I wouldn't suggest it, nor would I ever do it.
I can never look at a baby and be like, I want to kiss you on the lips. I can never look at a toddler and really want to kiss you on the lips. I can never look at a 10-year-old and be like, I want to kiss you. At no point of a child. Yeah. Well, I want to kiss you on the lips.
I get it because it's endearing when the child is young.
No, I feel like I'm more of a forehead kisser or something.
Yeah, that would be.
Like my child.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Yeah. But when other people do it, I get it. As long as the kid's like a toddler. Other than past that's weird. And if you're not the parent, if you're like an uncle kissing your like niece in the mouth, that's fucking weird.
That's fucked up.
It's gotta be
Wait,
like,
wait,
you know,
what? That's
really
something.
Yeah, it's
That's
gotta be.
really bad.
It's gotta be
That's
direct.
assault.
It's gotta be direct bloodline. Yeah, it has to.
Yeah,
be.
like I would never like I wouldn't even want my kids like if I had a kid and we're at like a family function and I see like uncle, you know what I mean, and that uncle and niece or something like that, I'm like, we need to end this family function right now.
Someone's
and
gonna put in a
settle
headlock. If you're like, well, I don't have any siblings, but like my hypothetical brother was to like kiss my like daughter in the mouth when she was a kid, like he's definitely getting put in a sleeper that he'll never wake up from.
Long story short, I am not a mouth kisser.
We're both against mouth kissing.
I think it's fucking weird when I see it. I don't judge. I'm not going to judge anyone, but I'm slightly judging.
Man. You know,
Yeah,
too,
like Corona.
Yeah.
There's Corona going on. We can't be kissing each other on the lips.
Kids are weak too. They die from the flu and shit. So
Unless it's an ultra boy, it's not cool.
Babies and fucking babies in their eyes and shit.
Yeah, like, kids are dirty as fuck.
Adults kissing them.
yeah.
All right, from children to older kids. Sorry. Should you financially support your? Oh, should you financially support to early adulthood? I say yeah. If you
Me
can.
personally, like my parents have like.
It shouldn't be. I don't think it should be a requirement, but I think
My parents
if
paid
you're
for my
financially,
royalties, so
if you're financially well off as a parent, like
that was when
I
I was
think
younger.
you
though.
should help out your kids somewhat if you can. If you
at the end of
can't,
the
I
day,
understand.
As a kid, like eventually you're gonna have to help your parents out with their bills and shit too, right? Like, obviously we all come from different like circumstances and shit, right? But like my dukes have helped me pay for shit when I was younger, but I've also helped them pay for shit as well. So it's like. It's kind of like, you know, you one hand scratches the other.
Well,
back kind
it's
of thing.
based on everyone's situation. Like,
That too.
look at like celebrities who made it. Like their parents held it down for them. I'm sure till the point they made it, and then they hook up their parents.
I'm sure Kylie Jenner breaks off Chris a little bit, like you know what I mean.
Well, they all got money. That's a different.
They
thing.
all do have money, but Chris doesn't have Kylie money. No one does.
She doesn't need it though. She's got divorce money.
I guess that's true. It's just
How many marriages has that girl been through? Like
living off a man, right?
she's been cutting 50% checks fucking
Yeah.
for
They say
time.
behind every successful man is a woman taking half, right?
Who do you think parents more in that relationship between Kanye and Kim? Who do you think's like the actual parent? I think
say
there's a
Kanye.
nanny. That's
think
probably
Kanye.
number one, and then I think Kanye. I think they have a nanny that probably
can't see
does
Kim
the
doing
dirty
much.
work. No,
I can't see Kim doing
I'm sure she's up there. I'm sure she's like there, like talking.
She'll like
like-
pick them up and shit, but she's not gonna tell them.
No, but what she'll do is she'll give them that fucking huge brand early in their life, like Kylie and them got.
I think Kanye is a much better father than she is.
Well, yeah, Kanye's good.
By far.
Kanye's good for structure and for the early years,
Yeah.
but later years if they want to monetize
Yeah.
whatever they're at,
Kim's where you want to
that's when you have that relationship.
She's
with
a
your
better
mom that goes
momager instead of like a manager. She'd be a momager.
up. She's like a Chris.
Yeah, she would do that.
All right, next one. All right, would you rather have a femboy Anthony gay son
Oh my lord.
or a daughter who's the town whore?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Run that by me one more time.
All right, let me run it by you one more
The
time for the people.
fembot son or
No,
the
no,
town
let me.
whore daughter?
I'll do word for word as you put it down. Would you rather have a femboy Anthony gay son or a daughter who's the town slut?
Fuck. Honestly, bro.
Obviously, I'd rather a fucking gay son than a town slut.
Depends. If the daughter's monetizing her sluttiness, I'm not as mad. If she's like only
No,
fans
even
it,
still.
like, you know what
Here's
I
my
mean?
theory on this. I can deal with a gay son. Like, I don't care what my son does with his dick. As long as if he's a good guy. And usually gay people are financially more well off and, like, smarter people. Like, you know what I mean? In that sense.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but go off.
But you know what I mean? Like, they're,
Yeah.
like...
Stereotypically.
They're not, like, the worst. And, like, they don't usually go down bad paths when they...
Stereotypically.
They usually have good lives. The town whore can end up the crack whore pretty quickly.
Town whore can also end up being the OnlyFans girl or Brazier's top seller or a prostitute in her own...
Oh my god.
So what do you do if you come across your daughter's OnlyFans page by accident?
Jesus Christ. I mean, this...
Like, honestly, your dad, what would you do? You come across your daughter's OnlyFans
It's-
page.
Fucking on there? What is she doing on there?
It doesn't matter what she's doing on
She's
there. The
making
fact that
money.
She's selling her pussy on the internet. I have a thing with
You
you.
have to show pussy and be on OnlyFans.
You don't
Yeah,
have to.
No, let me put it this way. She's
It's
sucking dick
suggested.
and shit. She's playing with herself. What do you do? Let's say your daughter's
I'm
18.
mad.
Okay,
I'm
let's
big
say.
mad.
Let me put the situation. Your daughter's 18, living under your roof.
But this is the whole
And
thing.
from that room, you recognize the bedroom. She's not paying rent.
I don't need that scenario. The whole thing about it is the fact that it's on the internet. For me, it's like, if you want to be a skank, go ahead. But the fact that you're recording it, it's there forever now. Some guy's gonna fucking screen bunch your shit and then one day when you grow up and you decide I don't want to have OnlyFans anymore, here comes your son looking at this like, what the fuck, mom? Or your daughter being like, well, why can't I wear this belly top if you were getting fucked on the internet?
So what
mom?
do you pick? The whore daughter or the flamboyantly
I
gay
pick the
son?
whore daughter because I feel like I can still mold her. Like, I'm not saying like I'd be her pimp, but I teach her how to be her own pimp.
You'd give her the right daddy.
I give her the right tools to monetize
you
her
guide her
actions.
to the right daddy.
Direction. At least
Yeah, we disagree on that. I can deal with the
I'd be
gay
like,
son.
I'd be like, shut up, but like, listen, like, if you want to go and be a whore, fine, but at least be a smart whore. Don't just be getting fucked by these broke boys. Fuck niggas that have money, niggas that can do things for you, put you in a position for you to win. Don't just be slutting it out, just getting dick for the sake of dick.
Yeah,
Because she's already on that path. You know what I mean? At least.
So
better your
yeah,
life.
so you're saying
Don't
you come across
Don't
your...
be sleeping on the couch of frat houses
Okay.
and have to be fucked the whole fucking
Okay.
Psi Delta, whatever the fuck they're called.
So you're coming across your 18-year-old daughter, honestly, and you come across, or not even, just say like, one of your boys come to you and you're like, yo boy, I found your daughter accidentally on OnlyFans. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna sit her down and be like, hey, make sure you're monetizing, like how much you make. You're gonna just have a business talk with her at that point. You're saying,
yeah, because at the end of the day, she's already made that decision. All I can do is guide her in the best way at what she's really doing. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, no, like you should wait for marriage. That boat has sailed.
there's a lot of women that would love a supportive dad. For, you know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
support you
During
to be the
this.
best whore you can be. Like that's all I can really do.
That's fatherhood. I'm not supporting my son on his. I'm not helping him get dick, but like if that's how he's getting dick. I'm like, out of the two, I'm taking the son, the gay
It
son.
also
Like,
depends, like,
because I don't
he's
care what my
defending
son
He's
does.
not getting dick. He's receiving dick. He's a catcher. So remember, like, it's
right.
your son getting his ass.
What do I
fucked.
care though? That's his ass. Like I'm to my son. Like I don't give a shit.
It's just weird when you used to change that diaper and look at that ass. Now you some other man is pounding
Oh
that
my
ass.
god.
Right?
Terrible.
It is what it is, though, right?
All right, next fucking
Yeah,
question.
skip to the next one.
Lawrence.
Next fucking question. All right, hate your kids or peaceful parenting? It's like
I believe in whooping your kid's ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying you should fucking Gabrielle Fernandez your kid and lock them in a fucking closet and like beat those little niggas within an inch of their life. But I definitely believe the kids deserve discipline. Like, there should be structured discipline. Your children should definitely fear you to an extent. They shouldn't look at shit as like sweet and like, oh, I can do this because like mom and dad won't fend it. Because at the end of the day, people are manipulative and children are manipulative, and there's a lot of you out here that you can say, yeah, I know how to manipulate my parents easily because your parents are soft on you. You can literally look at them and be like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that. I know if I do this, I'm not gonna get in trouble for it, or I can ask for this, that, and this because my parents are soft.
I say that you need a balance of the two, depending on the individual. I think have some sort of physical dominance, assertiveness at a younger age. Not when they're older and they're actually like gonna like regret you for it, but at a young age and like low key little like, you know, little like, hey, that's your spank. You know, I don't know how to like spankings or what. Little discipline.
Yeah.
Not physical abuse,
I'm
but
not
at a
saying
young
give your
age.
kids stone cold
So
stunners
they-
and shit, and
yeah.
German suplexes and
So they
fucking criminal
respect you.
cross faces. Yeah, Benoit your kids to death. No, I'm just saying like a time and a place, and like you should be able to tell like, yo, this is the time, this is the place. Like you shouldn't want to have to spank your kid every single day. But if your kid deems a spanking every day,
Yeah,
don't be
like,
afraid to spank that kid every day.
There's gonna be no problem if I have to give him a bit of a forehand's abuse, backhand's discipline. It's the same thing I do with my girlfriends, right?
I mean, I don't hit my
I'm
girlfriend.
totally kidding.
Hey,
Totally kidding.
I could never. I date white women, so I could never ever even joke about on camera.
Oh,
smacking
yeah.
a bitch.
Oh boy.
But if you're not my girlfriend, yo, these hands are for you.
Remember back in the day when that was just like relationships? Like, oh, we all hit our wives.
Oh boy.
But
Make America great again, right?
Margaret.
yeah, nah.
Fucked up the
I'd discipline my kid a bit, but not
That's
too
terrible.
crazy.
I definitely plan to beat my children, but like nothing too nuts. But one of the weird things too is like having a daughter. Like, you know, do you make your wife beat the daughter because like she's got to get it somehow?
All right.
Apparently, I'm a monster. Should never have kids for suggesting that.
Yeah.
You should discipline your
I'll definitely collar my daughter. That's what I would do. I'll just grab her the back of her neck, and force her to the ground, and be like, "Yo, fam, like I'll kill you, eh?" As simple as that.
Yeah.
Because you can't actually smack them, right? Because it's too much.
You can give him the woman no, but your son, yeah.
Yeah, you can smack your son around, but like it's up to you. Like, can you find a wife that is fine with smacking her daughter in the mouth? Because
Yeah, I don't want my wife smacking. The discipline's done to me.
yeah, but do you want? But can you discipline your daughter?
I am the judge, jury, and
But
executioner.
can you discipline your daughter though?
Would you?
Could you?
At a young age, yeah. Little, I'm talking about like little like backhands, you know, like not like aggressive, but like the dog fucking around. You give it a little, like, go fuck. Okay, how about this? What about swearing in front of children? What's your stance on that?
I'm
a big pro swearer. I
think pro swearing to an extent, but
to an extent.
You have to teach your kids that there's a time and a place. You have to teach your kid about the multiple faces of life. The faces with your friends, the faces with your loved one, the faces with the public. You have to teach your kid, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we can swear, we can fuck around, but you can't use that language in school. You can talk about that with your friends, but you can't talk about that loud so teachers can hear you.
So let's talk about
shit like that. So
what about yours?
Because everybody swears, and kids swear like a motherfucker. They swear? They don't even make sense when they swear. Like if you cocksuck nugget, fuck. Like,
let's understand the Jack's veteran. What was your like parent situation grow up like? Go through the stories. Go a bit of story time about your parents.
I grew up with both my parents, unlike a lot of black people. Like, I had both my parents were together. I mean, to be honest, they shouldn't have been. My personal opinion, but they stuck it out.
You were an only child, so you might have been got pregnant and they stayed together for you kind of thing?
No, not even at all. Like, my parents were together for a long time. I'm pretty sure my dad was like, yeah, we're dating for like 10 years now, so I guess we can get married.
Yo, fam.
You know what I mean? He pulled the real old school black player thing where you take forever to get married, and one day you just put the ring on her after she's been your girlfriend for a decade.
Yeah, after she won't shut the fuck up about it.
Basically. That sounds like my mom, so she doesn't shut
That'll be you too, I'm sure. So, like,
yeah,
father, like son. So yeah, go on with the parenting situation.
But yeah, so
how did like their parenting styles, like pros, cons of both? Like,
like, you know, my dad was really the parenter in that sense. He was the nurturer and the discipline. Like, my mom was kind of like the stand back parent, just like watching, like, yes,
this is what's happening.
Yeah, my mom didn't really play that much of a focal position in my like raising.
So who were you closer with?
My father, obviously. Yeah, me and my dad were really close.
Yeah, like for me, like I also have both my parents.
Really?
Yeah, a white guy from the suburbs have both his parents.
Wow.
I'm the only guy in the room.
Yeah, but my parents honestly never were really abusive. I may have got like I think I remember really young getting like a spanking, maybe like.
Oh, I used to get spanked often, bro. I have like 3 expulsions under my record before the 8th grade. Like,
really?
A lot of suspensions. Oh yeah. So I got a lot of spanking.
Did you ever argue with your parents a lot?
Not at all, because like my parents were just like right. They were just like, you're being an idiot. You're getting spanked, and I was like, this is true. It hurts, but you're right. I could never be mad at them for spanking me because I knew I was fucking up.
I gotta admit, I was such a privileged shit growing up. Like in hindsight, like I honestly would just piss my parents off for just because out of boredom. I'm like, I'm fucking bored. Like, I'm just gonna like low key sit in that room and like annoy them because I'm annoyed at the show they're watching. You know? Oh, I didn't like their dinner choice. Like, such stupid shit. Like, in hindsight.
Yeah, I never thought doing anything like that because, like, I'm black.
It wasn't, you know what I mean?
Like, oh, let me just piss my parents off. Like, no.
Yeah, like
my parents are the kind of parents, like, they're not going to ever discipline me in public. They're just, like, wait till we get home. And, like, it'd be one of those ones where you do something fucked up and your parents say that to you.
I wouldn't do it in public. I've never done it in public.
The whole day will go by and you think that you're fine because you've been good after that. And then you get home and it's just like, yo, you're still getting a spanking. And you're like, wait, but I was good after that. No, you're still getting a spanking because what you did was fucked up in the first place.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of my life, you know what I mean? I try to like make it up with the goodness.
So which one did you conflict with the most?
Parent style? Obviously I think my mother, obviously, because I'm really too tough, yeah. My mom try to tell me shit and I'll just be like, listen, you didn't really parent me, so you can't talk to me.
Really? That's your attitude towards it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like, you weren't the like discipliner growing up. Don't try to be the discipliner now.
I'm like, you can't tell me how to do things now because I'm an adult.
Did that only start after your father passed?
Yeah, because I gave my dad like, you know, the piece of like not saying my piece. I was kind of like, you know, I'll hold my tongue, but like now my dad's gone now, so I don't have to hold my tongue. I'm just like brutally honest. I'll just be like, listen, if you want certain things to get done, you have to address them. If you don't want to, if you want to be on some like weirdo, like passive aggressive type bullshit, like I'm not here for it because I'm a genuine adult. I'm a real adult, not a fucking child adult.
Yeah, you also didn't have siblings. You were an only child.
I'm an only child too. So.
When the siblings get into play, it becomes such a different dynamic. Like, this one got this, that one didn't. You know, it becomes like a fucking pissing match 24/7.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Do you think parents pick favorites?
Definitely, as I pick favorites.
Man, my dad definitely loved me more than my sisters, I think.
Yeah, how could you not have a favorite kid?
Like growing up, my parents didn't have that much money. They kind of struggled financially, but like they still like paid enough to like put me through hockey, but they couldn't put my sisters through like extracurriculars because they couldn't afford it. But my dad made sure I fucking play hockey.
If I'm white and I have a son, there's no way he's not gonna get a chance to play hockey.
You know what I mean?
I don't fuck what my daughter wants to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
There's always a chance that you could be the next Gretzky, so there's no way I'm not gonna try and put you up there.
Yeah, it makes some money.
I mean,
I'll
probably have a mixed kid, and chances are he's probably gonna play hockey.
You're gonna have a light skin. He's gonna be a musician or some shit. He's gonna kill it.
That'd be lovely.
You know, you put him singing early. The guy's just like a Chris Brown light skin dude.
Yeah, teach him how to run it.
or an athlete. One of the two has the light skin, but like it's
Yeah.
based on what he likes, I guess. You know, they got to be
I don't
all
care
in.
what he likes. I'll just pressure him.
No,
Any
no.
parent
If you're
should
trying
do.
to like develop a kid, I think you give him a
You
good
teach them
spread.
genuine love for a couple
No.
things.
Well,
Well, things that you want them to love.
Yeah,
You know,
but
I'm not gonna give him like paintings and shit so he doesn't have to paint.
I think the best thing at an early age, you give him a good spread of stuff, and then
Except for dresses.
you know what I mean, though. But like,
yes, except yes.
but like, I'm talking about like multiple sports, like dance,
yeah.
fucking
Not really
maybe
dance, but go on.
Filter it
no
out.
dance. Like even Kobe, he said he took up dance for like a good like
That's
month.
cool. That's good for Kobe.
No,
But Kobe
dance,
was born in, like,
dance
the
goes
70s.
hard
That's
nowadays.
different.
Dance goes hard nowadays.
My kid's not gonna be a Jabberwocky.
You
That's
don't
not in
think?
my kid's future. No. My kid is either going to be a scholar, B, an athlete, C, a musician. That's it. You don't get to be anything
It's
else.
weird. It's weird how you throw musician in there. Most people be like, "Yeah, it's a fucking waste cause, son."
No, because if my kid, it's not about being even great at music, or even if it's like not even his full job or just a hobby. Like, I want my kid to have a passion for music because I have a passion for music.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I love music.
Would your dad have like supported your cause into music? Like if you
My
told him
dad-
you wanted to
I told
go
my dad I
with
would be a rapper. He would have been like, "Yeah, fuck it, go for it." He didn't really care. He wanted me to be successful.
What the
whatever I
fuck
put
do your
my hand
parents
to.
do?
My dad's a teacher and my mom's a nurse.
Okay, both
Yeah.
like one passed, but your mom retired now.
My mom's retired. Yeah, she's too old to do shit.
My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad was an electrician, made all the money, which definitely created a weird dynamic in the house when one parent is bringing all the financial in.
Well,
You could tell because like he almost had her by the balls in a metaphorical sense, obviously not a literal sense.
just look at her
but-
and be like, "Listen, we're not going there."
You know what I mean? Like it was like at the end of the day, it's like
Just throw the rock eyebrow up and be like,
But like he was abusive, not like on the power. I mean, like abusive power. He wasn't an abusive person like
Yeah.
that. But like that goes to the next question. Actually, what's worse, an absent dad, or an abusive dad?
"Well, I believe that both build character.
100%.
They
But
both
like
need to build or break character.
no, it exposes it exposes your character.
Because at the end of the day, like, having an abusive father, like, that can destroy you. I'm not trying to downplay it, but it can also make you the defender of your younger siblings.
Well, it
the
also
defender of
looks
your
at the
mother,
joke of like,
yeah.
see you later, son. I'll see you on draft day. Like how many
Yeah,
like
yeah. I'm gonna go get
greats
milk.
didn't have a father, and
I
they
gotta go grab the cigarettes. I'll be
that
back.
that piss and vinegar like anger almost was a
100%,
motivation to get you to
100%.
where you.
Both of
greatness.
those situations have created great athletes. so there's no way to really look around.
So
it.
out of the two though, what's
They're
worse?
equally damaging. I can't say which one's worse. to be honest
Okay,
with
let me rephrase the question because like I didn't say it exactly. What's worse, no father or verbally emotional absent father? So that's actually different from what I asked.
you. I mean, the question is why we're getting their fathers. Why can't it just be parent in general?
Yeah, true. Because that person who asked,
I mean, that person that asked is very, obviously
they have
situation,
father issues.
they might
Yeah,
have father
clearly.
issues, not to
No
like,
offense.
poke fun at them, but you know what I mean.
Shout
They
out
have
to that
issues.
person who I'm not giving you like.
Direction,
You know who you are.
Yeah, but
Shout out. Sorry about your dad.
I don't know.
This guy's like, fuck, I hate these guys. Blog, unsubscribed.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
No.
Touched about
So
my
you
dad
really
issues.
think like you think being absent is the same as being emotionally absent?
Well,
At least you're there supporting.
because it depends on the person. Like some people might really hold that against a person. Like you didn't bother to stick around, you didn't care. But some people just be like, okay, well you're not there. I don't know that experience, so it doesn't bother me, right? But then there's the person that's actually there, where they're like not fucking with you at all, making you feel like you're not really like their kid, or you feel like, you know what I mean, abandoned, or they're just actually emotionally abusing you and making you feel like shit. It might be the person that's there. If they're there causing damage, it might be worse than not there because they're not there. It just depends on how you take it when they're not there.
I think there's like I don't know. I feel like there's a connection with like the roles the male have in modern society and the high rates of suicide for like dad age males. That's the highest rate of suicide is like 40 to like 60 or something. Like
Well, it's a lot of
males
divorced
is like
men. That's
is
what
like
it is.
the highest by far.
Divorce kills men because you're paying out your ass to a broad now that works. It's not like before when, like your mom doesn't work. But majority of women now work. So if
Yeah.
you're getting divorced, you're eating half of his fucking money and you work. And you're going to get your new husband's salary.
and you get the full custody.
And you
more
get the
likely.
kids. You got the alimony from that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like women are going into the business of marriage because it's a business for them. It's a smart business decision. As a man, like I might sound crazy saying this, but like it's not a smart fiscal decision to get married.
Nah,
at all.
would you do prenup though?
I wouldn't get married at all, to be honest with you.
Really?
I think I'm at that point where I'm like, I don't think I'll ever get married.
But you want to have kids because we're on
Yeah,
the
I want to have
parenting
kids and
topic, so
shit.
I
Like,
give
it's
them
not,
that.
it's not to say like I couldn't be with one woman forever in a monogamous relationship. I just wouldn't get married because I'm not signing a contract to give you shit.
You're not getting the government involved in your dick
Yeah,
relations.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't believe in that. Because it's kind of fucked up. Until they fix the rules on that, it's a little sketchy to me.
All right, let's get to a new one. How are babies made? So I'm going to go into a deep story how babies are made here. There's a bird.
Is it fucking the bee?
So it all starts in Wuhan, China.
Basically.
There's a fucking market of meats, different kind of exotic animals.
The bat fucked the pig and someone coughed.
Yeah, and then a fucking baby's there. They sell them in Wuhan, and they ship them to China. And like everything in this world, we're made in China, all of us.
I'm not.
And that's
I'm made in Africa. That's why I'm built superior.
no, it's dick and vagina. You ever get a bone? Like if you're a male and your dick is hard, you gotta like go into a vagina and you gotta like ejaculate.
Exactly. Not in the ass. That's not gonna work.
And the girl also has to be ovulating at the time.
Ooh.
And they both gotta be fertile. And if luck of the draw has
good sperm
it,
and good egg. Basically.
yeah, and the timing's right, and you nut no dome. Next thing you know, you could have a little baby in the woman, and
little
then
Jason Kidd.
and
little
then
Josh Childress.
if she lives in North America, and she's a young female, most likely she aborts. But if you get a good one, you don't get aborted, and you make it past that, and welcome to the world, and welcome to Earth, and you owe taxes. And
Abortion should be
leave your house.
mandatory.
What?
Huh?
What should be?
It should be mandatory.
Nah.
You don't get a choice.
Maybe if you had like 10 kids, that's too much.
No.
That's too much.
Just until you're 25.
You remember that fucking movie, Cheaper by the Dozen? Was that what it called?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm happy that they used a white guy though, because like
they
want to use a black guy. They're like 12 kids. You're gonna have 11 Jamaican baby moms. It's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild. But like,
Bullshit apartment.
yeah, but
How
half
many-
of them were like adopted and shit.
How
too.
many more kids? Like, what's the optimum amount of kids you want? And do you want the same baby moms? Two questions there.
I have a couple theories on
That's
this.
a very important question.
I have a couple theories on this. One, there's also, I've always played with the idea of the multiple baby moms of different races.
Yeah.
So you have to see what you look like in every mix.
Okay.
I've thought that was a very brilliant strategy.
We talked about this in another podcast, I remember.
I think we might have,
Yeah, we touched
And
base on
then,
that.
obviously, like, there's a whole, like, family bond of having, like, one BM, but, like, it doesn't always work out like that, you know what I mean? And, like, not to shame, like, guys or girls that are in that situation to have multiple, like, BMs and shit. It is what it is. Like, sometimes you just don't get right with the first person, but... I mean, I guess in the ideal perfect world, you want to have a family, right? So
I feel like siblings would get along better if they're all just half siblings, you know?
you still have the same amount to lose, like, you know what I mean? But I think with the half sibling thing, like, I'm gonna definitely have favorites. Like, you know, if I have one kid, I'm like, yo, this kid looks sick. Like, he's gonna be a star. Like, you know?
Yeah, but then he ends up being a
I can tell
waste
you-
dude, and the ugly one ends up being a star
it's a
somehow.
Wii-based situation. I don't want that.
Your other son's DeMar DeRozan, this ugly fuck, but just fucking balls, and his like
Yeah.
mid-range game is unreal,
Who plays no defense? Yeah,
but still gets the bag.
gets the bag. But
If my son's DeMar
doesn't get the shit,
DeRozan level, I
goes to
don't
San
give a
Antonio.
fuck. If your son's DeMar DeRozan, like a quality player in the NBA,
I don't care if my kid is JaVale McGee. Baby. If they're in the NBA, I'm proud.
yeah.
I'm proud.
Dog, I'm proud of my son played like NBL, you know, like for like
Yeah, the
London Express or some shit, you know?
the baby league.
I'm proud of you for that
Yeah,
shit.
good job. Better than YMCA runs.
Yo, YMCA runs can get intense though. There's some
They
like
can.
ex-college guys and shit. There's Miss Duncan and shit. Like,
They are.
I can hold up if I'm not playing against legit players. If I'm playing against like other people that like kind of play, but like the second I go up against like someone like your height, but that also like grew up and like plays ball. It's just like not even a game. It's like they're just buckets.
Yeah.
But like honestly, if I had a son or daughter and I want them to be an elite athlete, I think the way to do it is you kind of give them a few options growing up young,
The best way to do it is to fuck
but
an
you guide
Amazonian.
them. What?
You have to find an Amazonian, like a girl that's like 5'10", $165. She's
No.
gonna breed you a proper athlete.
I'm gonna go to like Sweden and get like a 6'3" girl, 6'4" girl.
Flugenflagen.
Fucking yeah, like a Viking, like genetics.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what you gotta find.
Either
the
that,
best.
either that, or I'm getting a big black chick and having myself like a 6'3" light skinned dude. One of the
You wanna have
two.
a black kid so bad, bro.
There's,
You really want them to be good at sports? You gotta
No.
fucking knock up some black chick. for
I don't.
sure.
I don't really care the ethnicity of my kid. But like,
Yeah, right.
how about this? If
You
I-
want white kids?
I would fuck an Asian chick and have a kid with an
Okay,
Asian.
I'd fuck a lot of chicks. Doesn't mean I necessarily want to have kids with
I
that.
just said
race.
I'd have a kid with an Asian. I wouldn't bug me. I have to accept the fact my kid's not going to be in the NBA. Sure.
He's definitely not the biggest
But
dick either.
he could, like father, like son.
Right?
But like, if I was had sex with an Asian, I'm like, hey, this kid's gonna love basketball probably because you know Asians. But I'll be like, maybe you'd be good at the piano or some shit. I don't know. Maybe producing.
Maybe he'll make an anime.
Yeah. Maybe he'll like. Yeah, like there's a lot of paths. Like I wouldn't be disappointed. I just want them to be
maybe
happy.
He'll create a pathogen that gets 40% of the world sick and has a high mortality rate in elders and people that have pre-existing conditions.
What would you like? What if your son's like Adolf Hitler? Like
Once
that
again,
quality of a person.
As shitty as this may sound, it's a crazy theory, but like you know Hitler, right? His name rings bells, right? We know what he did, right? We know how he got down, right? Okay.
He's a memorable
remembered.
person. He's a memorable person.
Even if you remember as a scumbag, you're still
So
remembered.
if you're Hitler's parent, just say you're like fucking whatever old, and he's like just taking over Germany. You're a proud parent.
I mean, I don't know if like. I think part of his struggle is that he didn't have parents, but like,
Yeah, he didn't.
but like, yes, you were
For sure.
proud. And he starts cooking Jews in the oven. You're like, that's my boy.
You're so stupid.
Who's that?
This guy's so
Adolf?
stupid.
I'm just saying, I'm fucked up. Like,
That's
obviously,
so
you
dumb.
want your kid to be the best they can be and be a good person and a humanitarian, take care of the next person. But if your kid ends up being the ultimate scumbag, you gotta take some pride in knowing that your kid is going down in history as the ultimate scumbag.
It's easy.
I understand the reasoning, but
Like,
it's
don't be sitting
fucked
there like,
up.
oh no, this is terrible. Like, yo, like, can you say that you're responsible for killing 7 million people?
I really don't think though, like, no, his parents weren't involved. No one gets to that point of sinisterness. I don't think if you have a supportive fucking parent, number one. Number two, like, I don't think you know. You just know your son runs Germany. You're not knowing he's running, like,
Do you see if he can
concentration
run
camps and
it?
shit. Like, they're not giving you details.
They might.
You just know, my son's the prime minister, or like, my son's the dictator of Germany.
Like, me and my pops were
He
close.
turned the
I
economy
would tell my pops
around.
the shit I used to do, and he'd be like, that's really bad. He'd be like, that you shouldn't do that.
You told him you're
I
about your
told my
lifestyle?
pops some of the shit that I've done, and he'd be like, that is bad.
He's like, you didn't try to like discipline you?
I'm a grown ass man.
No, I mean educate. That's a better word to put it.
He's just like, I hope you don't do those things still. He's not going to be like proud of it, but he was just like accepting of it. He's just like, it happened.
The one thing that bugs me with my dad the most is the fact that I know for a fact he's only banged one woman in his life. And it's hard to respect someone. It's like a respect thing. I can't fully respect my dad because of it. Is that a fucked up thing to think?
Get the fuck out of here. And,
I know.
And second of all, you're terrible.
No, I'm terrible, but you know what I mean? Like,
Holy shit.
you know, at the end of the day, I can't have that. I respect my dad so much, and I love the guy to death, but like, I can't give him that like 100% respect, knowing that he
This is the
fucked
thing,
one
like,
chick.
my
in the
dad
life. I
tried
love your
always-
mom, but
My dad always tried to play it as if like, it's like him and my mom, like, da, da, da. But like, so many of the stories he tells me, he's like, oh, like, I was living in Nigeria, and I was living with this girl for a bit, and I'm like, where was mom doing this? And he's like, oh, she was in England. I'm like, so
okay.
you guys weren't together during this period? He's like, yeah, we weren't really together. I'm like, you guys were talking? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, then
Black man
you're
rules.
fucking other shorties, like. But my dad never alluded to ever fucking other girls.
But he was religious too, so like he probably had an excuse.
But like, yeah, but them niggas, you think God doesn't guide the dick, my guy. It's just not. The dick has a mind of its own, and it praises the pussy. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean?
Or
Like,
pray. Yeah.
my dad was definitely fucking next shorties. My dad was a good guy too. Like, he was just like the kind of guy that girls.
So what do
would
you do?
fuck.
You walk in on your son just fucking railing a chick in like the kitchen, per se. Your son's 17. You walk home. He didn't think you were coming home early from work. You get home early from work, and he is just going
Just
to
cooking some
town.
chick?
Yeah.
I'll have to have that nod of approval, slow tear.
But I definitely
I might salute
Do you
him.
let him
I might
finish?
salute him like
Do you let him finish though?
100%.
Yeah, yeah. You leave. I leave. I go to the garage. I go for a drive. Yeah. And then I sit him down, and I'm like, son, how was it? Good.
How was it?
Dabs him up, low key. Yeah, settle dabs.
That's the only time you can live
Yeah.
vicariously through your son.
And then I'll be
fucking
like,
young pussy,
and then I'll be like, son, whatever your name is, Kevin Jr., let's go for the argument's sake.
KJ?
I'll be like, if you're gonna be doing that shit, you don't be doing it where we eat. You know, you can do that in your bedroom. Like, not in the kitchen.
Anyway, so it's gonna be a big deal.
But if your wife walks in, whoever the woman is, she is going to lose her
women hate seeing other
shit.
women getting fucked.
Oh, especially their son, their baby boy, just
Oh, my baby boy deflowering some more in the kitchen.
fucking girls.
Flowering.
Where she fucking cuts up the veggies.
I made your first Lunchable there.
So what do you do? Okay, you're a parent. You just got in a relationship with this girl. You're a parent, but you start not loving your spouse, but you love your family and your structure. Like, do you go through like what is this? Like, that's a very real situation. I think a lot of people have. Like,
I think you would just kill your spouse.
Carol Baskins over here, or
Caroline.
what?
No, but in all
you kill
seriousness,
your
like-
spouse. Obviously not, man.
No, I'm saying like accidents happen, right?
No,
No,
you'd get you just
Oh,
split up.
God.
No, I wouldn't get a divorce, like in the sense of a divorce. But I wouldn't be married anyway, so it's not a big deal. We just break up. I'd be like, we're breaking up now, so goodbye.
Yeah.
We
Yo,
live in
whoever.
the same place.
I was
I'm
just
not
thinking-
gonna be irrational, like kick you out because we're living together. But I'd be like, let's figure things out.
I was
Let's
just,
like split things fairly. Chances are I paid for everything.
I was
anyway,
just
so-
thinking back to that person who said that their girl's ex kissed their mom all the time and like cuddled and shit. He's fucking his mom.
Oh my god.
100%. There's no way. Like that, the way that was described, and like
Honestly,
his
I don't even
girlfriend
wanna-
sees it. Like
I
that
don't
guy's
wanna
fucking
think
his
about
mom.
someone like fucking their mom. That's just like so weird to me.
You go on Pornhub, the top category is stepmother. What do you think?
Yeah, stepmother is a little different though, because that's not really your mom. That's
That's a technicality they're throwing in for the to like.
it's not biological. That's my whole point. Like, as long as it's not biological. When if I had stepsister, would I fuck his
Do you fuck your stepsister?
If I had stepsister,
Oh,
would I
yeah.
fuck her?
Yeah.
I fuck my stepsister.
Yeah. Yeah, that's obviously.
Fuck, she's not
Alright.
blood.
I'd fuck my stepmom, my
I know the
stepsister.
If I fuck-
is.
If I fuck her, we won't make a retard. So it's very fun.
So how
That's the whole
far?
thing about it. It's
How
don't fuck
far?
blood.
How far down the cousin line would you go? Third cousin?
Not at all.
No. That's
No,
completely-
no.
That's completely
Fourth cousin? Fifth?
completely different.
No, it's still
But
blood.
you don't know.
As long as there's blood involved, if I don't know when it happens, it happens. But if I know, that's fucked up. Come on.
All right, let's get to another question.
How many
We
questions
went
we
off
got left?
a few, not too many.
What was I say? At least hit 40
I added
minutes,
a few. What do you think about fucking kids on leashes? Number one, you shouldn't be fucking kids.
Imagine fucking a kid on a leash.
And why do you
Oh,
need him on a
that's
leash when
weird.
you're fucking them?
Who the
weird.
fuck?
It's fucking kids on leashes.
No. But in all seriousness,
I think the question meant like kids on leashes, and they're like fucking kids on leashes. But the way I read it
think
is you're
it's a
talking
little
about fucking kids on
ridiculous that Your
leashes.
kid doesn't know how to stay close to you. Like me as a kid, if I was too young to be able to walk around on my own, then I was being carried by my parents.
I have
Or
to
in
admit-
or in the fucking cart thing. My parents aren't gonna put me on a fucking leash to keep me close by. If I can't,
Should
like,
not be unleashed.
they should not be on leashes. You
I
have to
wanna
figure out how
admit-
to parent. That's not a dog, my guy.
I was on a leash when I was younger at the mall.
That's why you're cringe, Kevin.
That's why I'm cringy now. I was on a leash, and the worst part is, I remember back.
Get over here.
At no point though was I ever like actually a runner. I was the biggest pussy growing up. So like that's the thing. Is like I never had a history of running, but I was on a leash. Maybe my mom thought like paranoid, like I don't want my kid getting kidnapped at the
You're
mall.
white too. Like white kids get kidnapped for sure. I mean, so do black.
Yeah, I'm a
kids,
high
man.
commodity, a young little white boy.
Yeah,
Phew.
you guys are a hot commodity. You're selling like hotcakes on the market.
I'm out of my prime now. Fuck, I missed it. Thanks, mom. Yeah, I was a little kid on the leash once in a while.
You're
It was-
most desirable is like when you're
in
a fucking
hindsight, it was
infant.
fucking dumb.
Disgusting.
Yeah, don't put your kids on leashes. Unless your kid's a little shit, then yeah, keep them on a leash. Control your fucking kids.
Yeah, for sure. Just smack your kid in the fucking head once in a
Well,
while.
Alright, let's get to the last few
A
questions
lot of
here.
people don't believe in it.
Alright.
You're a pussy when you smack your kids. That's on me though.
Alright, forcing
Kids,
kids.
gang.
Ready?
Yeah, let's shoot this next one.
I only got a few more. Forcing kids to eat when they're being picky assholes. Let them starve then. Yeah, like let
Okay.
them starve. You answered your own question.
Pretty much, yeah. If you're a kid and you don't want to eat that shit, too bad. That's what you're eating. If you're not gonna eat it, then you don't get to fucking eat tonight.
Yeah,
It's simple
like,
as that.
It's not a
There's another thing, too,
complicated
like,
question at all. Like
people-
let them starve.
I think it's weird.
Your
when people
kid's
give
not
their
going to
kids,
starve because like animal instincts will kick in at some point. They will eat. Even anorexics eat eventually.
I think it's weird when kids get to eat like ice cream and shit. Like people give like their baby ice cream. I'm like, are you retarded? Like that nigga's supposed to be eating milk.
People will also have
I think
like
people are
ice cream
weird
for
and
breakfast,
shit.
and they're fully grown
I
adults
don't
that
know.
know
I just
better.
think it's weird when people give their kids fucked up diets and their kids like mad obese.
Because
and
they
they're
don't
like,
know
"How this
either.
happened?"
They're also on fucked up diets. They don't think ice cream is bad in the morning. My mom's
you're
guilty
right,
for that. On to the next one here. Don't buy a kid everything they ask
Well,
for.
that's common sense. Like if you buy your kid everything, they're gonna be a fucking spoiled prick.
Yeah, like
end up being a Columbine.
my
shooter.
daughter asked for a pony. At no point, no matter if I'm a billionaire, is anybody getting a fucking pony.
Honestly, if
Horse shit smells
I'm
so
a
bad.
billionaire, I'm definitely gonna have some horses on deck. That'd be ludicrous. For
would
me not
you
to
get-
a pony?
What about tiger?
We said we're not gonna talk about exotic jokes.
Yeah, we're not talking about exotics. All right, next question. No exotic Joe today. By the way, he has corona. Just saying.
Crazy.
Where's isolated? R.I.P. Joe. if you die.
6932. Nigga snitching.
Oh man, those white moms that count to 3 in public. Also, I am one of those kids that endured that.
My parents never counted through at all. They just look
My
at me.
dad, 1,
This is
or
all
3.
This is
Two.
you're not. Your kids don't have that fear. You
What?
have to count down. If you have to count down to numbers, that means your parents. You're there like, oh, I can fuck around till 3.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
but that
when
was.
your black parents look at you and you're like, oh, there's no 3.
But the thing
There's none
is,
of that.
but the thing
It's
is,
just you look and you know that's dominance.
but the thing is, with that tactic, it only works for a certain amount of years because every kid eventually is gonna see what happens at 1, and then once they realize the 1 just gets dragged and dragged and dragged, they realize
that's the
that
whole thing. If you're dragging the 1,
you
then
gotta have a
automatically-
punishment after your countdown if you're doing
Exactly.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Once again, whoop your kid's fucking ass, bro. You'll never have to count down.
Yeah.
Ever. I'm like, once again, this isn't like fighting your op. Like, there shouldn't be some Def Jam Vendetta shit where pressing square X, and you fucking do the MISSISSI move. Like, none of that shit. I'm just saying, like, you know, you have to smack your kid in the mouth, smack that nigga. You have to get a belt that nigga's behind. Like, kids must know fear. They must know it.
Another problem we have, and on this, people thinking their ugly ass kids are cute.
Oh my god.
Here's another thing. I don't know why you even post your kids online. Like, I have a real, like, I have, like, a fear of, like, pedophiles masturbating to pictures of my child online. Like,
And you're
don't need much to
feeding
stimulate.
them in
You're-
their fucking
you're feeding this
outfits.
market, dressing your kids up and doing all this type of shit. Like, yeah, it's cute for you. Keep those pictures for yourself. Have that album on private for you and your close friends. It shouldn't be public
My
for
thing with-
anyone to see.
My thing with this is like, I think you're a dick if you just say like someone's kid's cute to be nice. I
too.
will openly be like, that kid looks like a potato. You know what I
But
mean?
like, girls comment on other girls' pictures like, oh, you're beautiful. And we all know that girls are 4.5 at best.
But it's like women. It's like they're just saying, "Oh, that's so cute. It's a baby. It's so cute. It looks useless. Looks like a potato with a bit of hair." A
Babies
couple of them are
actually
cute.
trash. Babies are actually
They're
mad
useless. No offense, but like,
I don't
I'm not
think babies
impressed
are
by your
cute.
baby, Karen.
garbage. Babies aren't cute till like at least a few months in too. Like when they're newborns and shit, they're mad garbage. Like, don't show me your fucking hot, your twice baked potato.
Show me your picture, because I don't, and like, just know deep inside my head, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be polite. I don't give a shit about your baby.
I don't give 2 fucks about
Your baby doesn't give a fuck about me either. That's the
Yeah, I don't
thing.
even know shit yet.
Yeah, your baby's
Doesn't
like,
even know
fuck
you.
this guy. Next
even know
question.
who
Now I'm
the fuck
pissed
you are.
thinking about these fucking asshole ugly
Yeah,
babies.
babies are dumb as shit.
All right, this is actually on the question. Shout out to anyone who has babies.
Them niggas don't know nothing.
Posting kids on social.
Can't even hold their necks up, idiot.
Posting kids on social 7 times a day.
Oh my god.
I think, yeah, well, it kind of like interludes with our last one, but like,
Yeah, we already talked about
don't post.
yeah,
your
I'll
kids
give you a
on-
few. Post your kids. Have like an odd pic. Like show that you're having like a good parent. The kid's alive and all that. But
of life.
yeah, like no
It's always good to
bruising.
see,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, it's good.
No,
But
no
yeah,
fucking, yeah, no
7
bruising.
times a day. Like fuck off. As we said, like I'm gonna be polite for the first one. By picture 7, I'm blocking you.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind it because like, you know, I like kids. Like, not like a creepy
I don't
way.
hate kids. I don't hate
I don't
kids
like
at all.
kids
It's just
but
like,
like, yeah, sometimes I'm just like, you know,
it's more like seeing the same picture like one photo shoot 7 times posted. Like, come on.
you get it.
You-
like,
you-
you like your kid.
You put him in a uniform and took him to Walmart and got a fucking $25 photo shoot.
and
cute.
you loved it, and that was great.
Kept it in one picture. You can add multiple pictures in
I
that
didn't
post.
need it.
You know?
Did you need it? I don't think any of us needed it.
I'm not posting my fucking my kids. You don't want to see
I
them.
don't have a
They're
photo
on
of
a
my
stripper's
kids.
back, like he
I'm gonna
said.
have like Polaroids, like actual pictures of my kid. No
Alright.
one will have them with me.
Only a few more. LGBTQ is all it says.
Let's get barbecue tenders.
Yeah.
No. I get like if gay kids.
He's not a big fan. We already talked about that though. So
I mean, yeah, kind of. Like I
because
said, like,
that's his biggest fear.
it's
Blah
not
blah blah. We
I'd
talked
be
about it.
unhappy. I would be unhappy having a gay kid. It's not what I would want.
You would
but I
feel like you failed as a parent.
a little, but that's on me. That's not on my kid.
Yeah.
I'll still do my best to parent. But having a trans kid, that's too much for me. Because I'll be like, listen, you are a boy or you are a girl. Like we're not arguing about this. You're doing far too much. You're doing the most. Okay, you're not a fucking transformer. You're not a robot in disguise.
How do you? Okay. This is a big question that
Fuck
actual
outta here.
parents that are listening are gonna actually like take advice to.
Okay. Let's
How
hear
do you
that.
deal with a crying baby?
You shake it.
Crying kid.
No,
It's not
don't
good
shake kids. Do not shake them.
unless they're of a
But,
certain age. No, but even like any age, baby from any age, crying kid, baby, you gotta try to figure out what. But after that age, like a toddler and up, a discipline.
Yeah, if your kid, what depends on
Tantrum.
why they're crying. If
I
they're
think
having
you
a
let him
tantrum-
write it out.
If my kid's having a tantrum, I mean, people have this whole thing about this new age, like letting your kid show their emotions, all that type of shit. But to me, it's like, yo, there's a time and a motherfucking place. Like, you want to have a tantrum in the middle of Walmart? Buddy, when we get home, I'm going to smack the fuck out of you. You want to have a tantrum at home? That's fine. You can blow it over. And after we're done, I'm like, listen, you're doing it at home. That's your safe space. Anytime you want to get this mad inside your home, by all means, get on the floor, beat your hands, fucking throw your toys around a little bit, do that. But when we're in public, if you think you are going to embarrass me in that fashion, I promise you, you're wrong. I promise you that.
Yeah, a crying kid, unless it's really serious, they can hold out.
Yeah.
I'm patient. I'm a big fisherman. I'm plenty good with you crying in your room for fucking 3 hours before you fall asleep. I'm not that
That's
empathetic.
fine.
Don't give
So
a
you don't know
fuck.
about those ones getting a spanking and it's so hot you just go to bed crying.
Yeah, like that's like
hot.
what
Your
dogs
booty's hot,
do.
you're
Dogs
like,
do
yo.
the same. They cry in their cage.
This was the best sleep you ever
Your
had,
best.
dog.
Boy, that cry before bed sleep, yo.
All right, I
You're
gotta,
thinking like, I want to get spanked more often so I go to bed like that. Like, that rest was peaceful.
I gotta piss, and we got one more question. So let's get this out so I can get fucking undrain the bladder. Kids on iPad and social media super young.
I think that's weird, period.
That's fucked up.
I mean, like, I was on social media type shit probably like 10, 11, 12. I want to say more 11, 12
Well,
than 10.
the my problem I've seen is a lot of parents, because they're too lazy to like fully parent,
They're
they
like,
just
"Here."
give the iPad.
I'm not doing that.
That's a big problem, and I can't judge. I'm sure I'll give the iPad stuff, but
I'm
like
not going to.
maybe-
I'm going to try my hardest not
I would
to.
do time technology.
You
Like
wanna
these
give my
time periods
kids-
of the day, you get
You
technology.
can just give them books.
No, but you want them to also be adapted to technology. So I think you give
Yeah.
them a certain amount of time to
No,
like
but-
be comfortable with
I
it.
just feel like that's some weirdo shit, like restricting
No
things.
social, no
Being
social.
Like, oh, like you can have your iPad for 1 hour a day, Tim. Like, no, we're not doing that. I'm just gonna show my kid that, like, listen, we're gonna do books, we're gonna do all these things. I'm gonna give you time to play with these things, but don't think you're gonna wild be on this for like 4 hours a day. This is not gonna control your life.
Yeah.
That happens with me because I think it's like it's weird. Like we're in this stage where we grew up with technology, but these young kids, like, they're literally
I'm letting my kids.
Youth.
I'm letting my kids game. I don't give a fuck. Big
They don't even go
shit.
outside anymore. Those kids don't. When was the last time you saw a group of kids outside?
Corona, quarantine.
No, but like kids, bro. Like 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds running around playing manhunt.
You see them playing like soccer and shit like that.
Yeah,
sometimes.
in like ordered shit. Like
It's because people are also
Your parents
worried
paid for
about like
type
kids
shit.
getting kidnapped and shit.
no, bro.
But that's all we got for this parenting podcast. We'll probably do another one. I think I enjoyed doing the parent talks. We'll do other team talks.
Yeah.
If you guys have any other topics or questions or podcast ideas, if you want us to have a theme podcast, yeah, just ask. Holy fuck, someone's busy. All right, we'll end it on that. This guy's got a call. Thanks,
right.
like, subscribe. We love y'all.
Yo, bro.